They sold you a dream when you were young. They told you that if you worked hard, built your body, built your bank account, stayed loyal, stayed disciplined, and finally chose one woman to marry, you would unlock peace, respect, stability. They told you marriage was the final level of manhood, the reward, the crown, but nobody sat you down and explained the real price. Not the wedding bill, not the ring, not the honeymoon. The real price of marriage for men is paid slowly, silently, over years. And most men don't even realize they're paying it until the bill is overdue. Man's greatest asset is not his money. It's not his status. It's not even his strength. It's his freedom, his ability to choose, his ability to walk away, his ability to build, to risk, to explore, to reinvent himself without asking permission. Marriage, in its modern form, quietly negotiates that freedom away, not in one dramatic moment, but in small daily compromises that stack up like invisible chains. You start adjusting your tone, adjusting your ambitions, adjusting your friendships, adjusting your time, adjusting your dreams, and you call it love, you call it maturity, you call it sacrifice, but deep down something feels different, smaller. Modern relationships are not built on the same foundations they once were. The cultural script has changed, but the expectations placed on men have not. You are still expected to provide, still expected to protect, still expected to absorb emotional storms without collapsing, still expected to lead. But now you must do it while being constantly evaluated, compared, tested, measured against invisible standards shaped by social media and unrealistic fantasies. You become both partner and performance, husband and insurance policy, lover and emotional regulator. The real price begins with responsibility without authority. You carry financial pressure, yet your decisions are negotiated. You shoulder long-term risk, yet your leadership is often questioned. If the marriage thrives, it is teamwork. If it collapses, you will likely carry the heavier external consequences. Divorce statistics are not just numbers. They represent lost homes, lost savings, divided assets, fractured access to children, reputational damage, and years of psychological recovery. Many men enter marriage believing love is enough insulation. It is not. Men aged 25 to 45 feel this tension deeply because they are building at the same time they are bonding. This is the most productive window of your life. The years where you can take risks, launch ventures, move cities, reinvent careers, double down on self-improvement. Marriage often demands stability exactly when growth requires instability. A wife may say she supports your ambition, but stability feels safer than risk. Predictability feels safer than expansion. And slowly, without open conflict, you may find yourself choosing safe over great. There is also the emotional economy of marriage. In the beginning, admiration is high. You are chosen, desired, celebrated, but over time, familiarity replaces fascination. The same qualities that once attracted her may later be framed as flaws. Your independence becomes emotional distance. Your ambition becomes work obsession. Your calm becomes coldness. You adapt. You soften. You explain yourself more. You apologize more. And in trying to maintain harmony, you sometimes erode the very edge that made you powerful. Intimacy changes too. It becomes scheduled, negotiated, influenced by mood, stress, and unresolved tension. You may still love your wife deeply, but desire is no longer guaranteed. When a man feels chronically undesired in his own home, something inside him shuts down. He becomes quieter, less expressive, more withdrawn. Society rarely sympathizes with married men who struggle. If you admit unhappiness, you are told to communicate better, try harder, be more romantic, be more emotionally available. Very few ask whether your needs are being met. Very few ask whether you feel respected. Respect for a man is oxygen. Financially, the stakes are enormous. Marriage ties your economic life to another person's decisions. Debt, spending habits, lifestyle inflation, extended family obligations. In the event of divorce, assets are divided regardless of who sacrificed what to build them. Fatherhood is a beautiful responsibility, but understand the leverage it creates. When children enter the equation, Your tolerance for dysfunction increases because you fear losing daily access to your kids. This does not mean all marriages are prisons. There are strong, aligned partnerships built on mutual respect and shared vision, but they require emotional maturity and accountability from both sides. Staying single is not about fear, it is about awareness. It is about understanding leverage. When you are single, you invest in yourself. You cultivate options. You refine standards. Loneliness is real, but desperation is expensive. The cost of temporary loneliness is far cheaper than the cost of permanent misalignment. Masculinity thrives on purpose. When your life revolves solely around keeping a partner satisfied, purpose erodes. That is the hidden tax. If you choose marriage, choose it with eyes open. Build leverage. Build emotional discipline. Understand legal realities. Maintain boundaries and mission. If you choose to stay single, do it with intention. Build wealth. Build health. Build brotherhood. Date selectively. Discernment is power. Stay single until partnership is an asset, not a liability. Stay single until respect is consistent, not conditional. A man who cannot walk away cannot truly choose.